Hey everybody, my review is on the movie Battle Los Angeles, which opened up on March 11th. And I have here a little bit of the summary of the movie, a plot, just to explain a little bit of the movie. The film begins on August 12th, 2011, when a mysterious objects thought to be meteorites crash into Earth's oceans near several major cities. These objects are revealed to be spacecraft containing hostile alien forces. Los Angeles is one of the first cities to be attacked. The U.S. military arrives in Los Angeles to defend against an alien ground forces and assist in the evacuation of civilians in preparation for a bombing campaign. Among the military's forces are Michael Netz, played by Aaron Eckhart, a U.S. Marine Staff Sergeant who had planned to retire, and his new platoon from Echo Company, 2nd Battalion, 5th Marine Regiment. And I thought the movie was pretty good. I know that the movie is not totally popular with most critics. I saw on Rotten Tomatoes that the movie got a 33%, which is considered rotten. However, the Rotten Tomatoes movie community, the moviegoers, the audience themselves gave it a 67%. And you can see where the professional movie critics and the regular moviegoers look at it differently. So it doesn't really make a difference what the critics say. The movie is selling tickets, so that's all. That's the important thing. The movie, it kind of, as far as character development, it could have been a little bit better in that department. But the thing is, going back to the movie critics, they the Hollywood movie critics of today, they just do not like these kind of movies. They just do not like action movies. They just do not like science fiction. They're more into the boring drama type films. I mean, some of them are good, but I prefer my movies with a little bit of fireworks. You know what I'm saying? But they like those kind of movies instead. They could really care less about these kind of movies, and and not all science fiction and films like science fiction and action films are great films, but a lot of those films, none of these kind of films are ever meant to be epic. They're just there to entertain, and that's what this movie was. It was an entertaining, fun popcorn ride, but it could have had some better qualities. Character development could have been better, and and you know, the movie kind of reminded me of a cross between Black Hawk Down and the newer version of War of the Worlds. How it's like Black Hawk Down. There's a lot of intense battle scenes, intense, some gore, some explosion, fireworks. Not fireworks, but bombs. All that kind of stuff. It, it it has that kind of intensity of battle. Where it's like War of the Worlds, newer version. You see cities, the whole city's in rubble, and everything's destroyed, and everything is just all messed up. So in regards to that, it's like a cross between those two movies, and I really liked the film a lot. I thought it was good. I don't care what the critics, that gave it a 33%. I don't care what they say. They have never liked these kind of movies. Now, like I said, not all these kind of movies are good. Like Skyline was a similar movie to this, but Skyline sucked. It was really bad. It was really bad. This movie outclasses it. This movie was better than Skyline. Skyline was crap, as far as I'm concerned. But this movie I liked the best. In comparison to Skyline. Skyline was crap. And I like some of these alien invading movies. I like the newer version of War of the Worlds. I liked, and I'll agree that Independence Day was kind of a cheesy film when it came out, but it was a fun film. I think it was, you know, a good popcorn fun ride. But this movie is, you know, Battle Los Angeles is more intense of a film, and I really like the movie. I'd give this movie I'd give it a B. I think a B is a fair grade. Like I said, it's not perfect, but you know, there's some good things here. You know, good special effects. You know, explosions and, you know, and good special effects and all that kind of stuff was just superb in this film. Visual effects. The aliens. We can talk a little bit about the aliens. The aliens were kind of strange. You know, I mean, when I saw trailers to this movie, I thought the aliens were kind of like a cross, you know, or I thought they were mechanical looking or robotic looking. But now that when I saw this film, they appear to be something like a cross between something organic and something mechanical, and they're really strange. And their technology, you know, they have advanced technology. They have these ships that can fly around and stuff, but it seems like their weaponry is kind of primitive because it almost seemed like they had rockets and machine gun shells too. So that was kind of something new, you know. And usually in these alien invasion movies, there's always, you know, laser blasts and stuff coming from, and rays coming from the alien spacecraft. But this was their weaponry seemed kind of, you know, primitive. There was a lot of machine gun shells and missiles coming from their ships. But they caused a lot of havoc and a lot of damage. But yeah, I like the movie a lot. You know, I like I said, I give it a B. You know, those critics out there, you know, they give it a 33% on Rotten Tomatoes. You know, they're not for these kind of movies. You know, they like the boring drama type films. But yeah, I like this film. I was really happy about it. I thought it would be kind of funny to wear this helmet during a review because it was you know, it was a good movie. And that is my review of Battle Los Angeles. I give it a oh, by the way, there's something I wanted to mention. I don't know if anybody has ever heard about this, but it's kind of interesting about Battle Los Angeles. But actually, back during World War II, back in 1942, when the United States first got into the war, there was an unidentified flying object that was flying over LA, and the military, the United States military, you know, the United States just got recently attacked by, you know, by the Japanese on Pearl Harbor, and they had anti-aircraft guns on all coastal cities on the East Coast and the West Coast of the United States, and they thought maybe it was a Japanese reconnaissance plane, and they were shooting shells off at it. But it went down as an unidentified flying object. Nobody knows what it was. It was a UFO, but I saw it on the History Channel one time. They were talking about that. There were, you know, but I thought that was just a little bit of interesting thing to throw in there with history in regards to LA and this movie. So, but anyways, yeah, I give this movie a B, and that is my review. And everybody, hoorah!